So the biggest question we always get all the time is how do I price out jobs correctly? And the biggest thing I always say is it comes with practice, it comes with learning your market, and you want to, not just run into it thinking you're going to know everything right off the bat, because that's going to stop you from just getting started. You want to go and look at these facilities, go to these meetings. First, you need to make the initiative to get these clients. So that's one of the things that always holds people up is I don't know how to price. But before you even get to how to price, you need to first get yourself in the door with more clients. So don't lose focus on landing more clients. You want to stay focused when it comes to your daily task. If you're just getting started, you want to make that initiative every single day to pick up the phone. You want to either call, email, or go up to places that you see yourself working for. For me, I used to always walk to places that, and just walk inside. I would drive to each location and walk and see, what basically I can do to earn their business. And it would be, going there and asking them, straight up, are you guys looking for any type of maintenance or cleaning service? And that is very uncomfortable, and it takes obviously a lot of time to do that. That's what I did early on. Everybody does that when they just get started. They go hand out business cards. So, there's nothing against that. You can definitely do that to get started, and maybe you win a few contracts. You get a good, easy, couple five easy clients that you bring in from doing that over 2-3 months. It never happens over a month. I mean, unless you get really lucky. I mean, at the end of the day, you always want to just show up because showing up is half the battle. So first, take the initiative to daily, call people, get in front of them, either walk into their building or sending them an email. It's not that complicated when it comes to starting up a maintenance or commercial type of service business because it's getting you in front of the people that are actually making the choices for that business. So it's the general manager, the office managers, the owner of the business sometimes. It could be a lot of different roles. It could be just the maintenance manager for the whole building. There's a lot of different people you're gonna want to put yourself in front of. So that's the first thing you want to do. Start taking that initiative daily. Don't worry about how to price out jobs. But that's just one of the biggest questions we always get is how do I price out jobs? Once you get to that point, there's people out there that you want to connect with. I mean, you can always try to learn everything yourself, but we offer guidance on pricing jobs out. I've been doing this for 11 years now, so like you want to figure out someone around you or someone that you can trust to help you price out these jobs so that way you can actually win the contract and then obviously manage it and then keep scaling because that's the name of the game, winning contracts, managing them so you don't have to be there every day and then making money for 5-10 years. We've had some contracts for up to 10 years, so you have to stay focused on those daily actions if you want to actually succeed. If you're not doing those daily things, you're going to fail. There's no questions about it. If you're worrying about what you need to price or all these different things when it comes to after you win the contract, you're never going to win the contract. So that's one thing that helped me scale the business much faster was actually focusing on the things that get me in front of clients that I'm wanting to partner with. Doing that daily, never any questioning on, hey, should I take the time all day today to learn about how to get more employees or how to train my employees, or should I create a whole handbook right now? You don't want to do all that stuff until you start winning contracts. And that's a lot of people will tell you, that you need to go, have it all completely ready, plan it all out, have a whole employees handbook, have a website, everything that you're going to need to run the business. You're going to spend all this money and you're never going to win any contracts because you just don't take the initiative. So, don't worry about pricing too much. If you need help pricing any jobs, that's why you're paying for the school, that we're offering right now. If you're paying, or even if you're in our school group period, you are now a lifetime member. Those that we were able to get in the early years when we just started this business about 3 years ago, those of you that are in the school group, congrats, you're going to be here forever. So let me know if there's anything I can do to help you with pricing out jobs. We do all types of stuff like painting. We do just general maintenance altogether, changing out light bulbs, taking out filters, doing stuff like that. We also, make sure we do the janitorial because that's one of the things that we started with, and we know that's very long term. People always want to pay for the cleaning. They don't want to clean themselves. They're already cleaning at home. Why would they want to clean at their business? So this is something that we make sure to offer nonstop. And there's always a lot of different upsells that we do. But if you need help pricing anything out, make sure to let us know. We have experience pricing out all types of different services. I'm also a builder, I've done so many different things with construction, concrete work, foundation, painting, all types of different things. We can help you price out jobs so that way you can actually be competitive. You want to win the contract and earn that business for a lifetime. And if you can just show up with a smile and also be dependable and give them a good service, that's where you get to start creating that business that everybody wants to work with. And it doesn't happen overnight, so you just want to keep rolling every single day with that initiative to win more and more and more contracts. You can't stay stuck on what you should price. And that's ultimately one of my biggest pointers in 2026 if you want to scale. I've had a lot of people ask, how do I scale my business in 2026? And I say it all the time. You got to take initiative. You can't be scared to do the things that are uncomfortable, because that's ultimately what's going to grow the business. The things that are very uncomfortable, walking into a random building, talking to random people, going to networking events, talking to people that you normally wouldn't talk to on a day-to-day basis because you're just too uncomfortable. Those are the things that you're going to need to do if you want to grow a massive business and you want to have a big network of people and resources. You're going to need to get very, very uncomfortable, and talk to people that you normally would not want to talk to, because you're just, there's so many things going on in your head. What if, I don't know this, I don't know this. There's so many things that's stopping you from just taking the initiative. So in 2026, if you want to grow and you want to scale, I urge you to take that initiative and get out there. It's definitely worth it, in the long run. You can grow your businesses, any type of business you want to get into. I always say the best businesses are reoccurring revenue. And if you think about, different types of industries, the biggest industry that is growing right now is the blue collar type service businesses and hard labor businesses, because a lot of people are just wanting to do what's easy. There's a lot of things that people want to do now that are online, and there's so many different things you can do. I'm not talking against them, but there's a lack of people that can actually show up and get results with people, and in the community that they can also work with and hire and do business with daily. Not everybody wants to go to computers for work. So there's a lot of different opportunities. If you're a dependable person, you can connect with other business owners. I've got cleaning contracts that turn into way bigger opportunities for us and our company and my family. The connections that we've built through doing commercial services is just completely out of this world. We've had so many different connections that turned into massive opportunities for us. So don't take it for granted. I think if you're trying to create a reoccurring model business, why not work with customers that are, successful business owners? You don't want to work with, residential homeowners where they might be struggling. They might be working for these bigger corporations, and you're going to have a harder time trying to scale and keep that business growing long term. So take that initiative. 1, 2, look at the benefits of commercial services and the ultimate opportunities of upselling and different types of things you can work with, and also start offering with your commercial clients. Like for me, I'm starting to build homes. I'm starting to do other things that I wasn't doing 10 years ago. But now that I have this big network of people that I've already, they trust me in a different business. They trust me with my commercial maintenance business, but they now see me taking other ventures like building neighborhoods and building homes. But it's because we built that track record with really good customers. So now we're possibly selling homes to people that I've already, been doing business with for the past 9 years. So it's huge. I urge you to get into the commercial maintenance business and go, all in with it. You have to go all in. This is a massive business that you can take advantage of for the next 10, 20, 30 years. We've now had our business for close to 15 years now, and it's definitely still growing. We're continuously winning more contracts and taking that initiative every day to win more contracts, because we've never stopped that. We've always poured gas on the fire when it comes to our cold calls, our networking, getting in front of people that we want to work with. Reaching out to them, sending them videos saying, hey, I want to partner with you. This is, so-and-so with Simply Pure Cleaning. We just wanted to reach out personally and literally send them a video of us inviting them to take a proposal from us, and also giving them different type of discounts and offers. So there's so many different things you can do. Just take the initiative. Let me know if you have any questions.